You already know how we like to start it, always with a shot for today's episode, which is all about town business. And to our brother Cash, who is out handling some business on his own, this one is for you. Yo, Q. Salute.
Salud, my G.
Mm, yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Ah. Oh man, y'all already know how it is, ladies and gentlemen. Drunk Sports Talk. It's the illest and newest sports podcast in town, baby. We talk town business. We talk everything. Straight New York Mets. You know what it is, man.
hmm
Yo, salute to all our listeners, our new followers, new heads, old heads, man. Yo, without y'all, we wouldn't even continue to be doing this. But you know what? We seeing us grow. We seeing us keep moving. Yo, we transcended to a new level. You heard?
Yes,
And shout
sir.
out to Cash who couldn't make it. But you know what? We got a dope ass show in line for y'all, ladies and gentlemen. You heard?
Yes,
But
sir.
don't forget, this is the newest show, all right? You better but we still need to grow. All right,
hmm
we still need to. Yo, you sports fanatics, I know you love New York. I know you love the Giants, the Mets, the Knicks, Yankees, the Jets. Y'all want us to keep talking about them. Y'all gotta hit that smash. You gotta smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, leave some comments. Let us know how we're doing. If you like what we're saying, man. If you don't, comment. We don't give a
Yep.
fuck. We keep it real. That's why we've been around. You know what I mean? We still growing though, but let's keep it going. You heard?
Yes, sir. I love it. I love it. Well
Yo,
said.
Ed, man, what's good, B man? How you doing?
Feeling good, feeling great, feeling great. How are you, my brother?
Yo, man, I'm good, man. Yo, today I'm taking a little bit light with some alcohol. You heard? I feel like I need to
Yo,
celebrate a little bit more. So you know what?
only got a
I'm
little.
drinking some Tito's tonight, man. I'm laying off the beer. Yo, homie, gotta let some of the gut go.
I hear you. I hear you, yo. I recently did my physical. I weigh 194. I'm like, where? I'm like,
Oh man,
damn.
I wish I don't even want to disclose my weight, yo, man. Oh man, but yo, man, yo, there was a lot of good sports out there this week, man. A lot of good victories, some
Mhm.
bad. We're gonna get into everything. This is a whole town business episode, man. Like we're
Yes,
gonna
sir.
we're gonna dive. I was hyped for this episode because I'm a little down under the weather, but now I'm like, well, I'm back stronger than ever. Just like how the teams is doing, right, yo. And we're gonna start off like this, man.
Woo.
We got to talk some Jets, man, right?
Sir,
Because
yes, sir.
everything about the Jets, right? And at one point I said this too. I was like, yo, is there even make sense to even talk about New York football anymore? Right? Yo, I'm kicking myself in my own ass at this point because now I'm sounding like I don't know why I said that because now this is what we need to start talking about, right? New
Hell
York
yeah.
football. Just to talk about the Jets game, man. We see Mr. Zach Wilson, Mr. Fourth time's a charm, I guess, right?
Yep.
Yo, it's bugged out. Yo, he throws for 300 yards, three touchdowns.
Two touchdowns.
Oh, two touchdowns.
Two
Yeah, two
touchdowns.
touchdowns. Yeah, because Brees Hall had the other one.
hmm
Man, like what happened, man? Like did something click? Like their defense shut down CJ Stroud, even though the Texans didn't have, Tank Dell and stuff like that. But let's get it. We all know CJ Stroud is 100 times a better quarterback than Zach Wilson right now, right?
hmm
But like, did something click? Like that game was, I didn't get to see all of it, but something clicked with the Jets that game. Like they're
Yes, it
playing
did.
a really good Texans team. That offense is explosive. All they did was score one touchdown and missed a field goal
Yes.
all game. Man, like Ed, and I know, me and Cash be telling you this all the time, man. We feel like you lean more to the Jet side, man. I need to hear that. I need to hear that feeling of how you feel about the win. You know what I mean? Like, I think they're doing. Like, what do you think is gonna happen for the future for these guys?
Oh, for the future of the Jets, I mean, the future looks bright. Like I've been saying it for a while, since last year, even before the show even started. Like the Jets defense, they have a top tier defense. They just needed somebody, to play great at the quarterback position. Like this game was big for the Jets because they snapped a 5-game losing streak. Like you said, they playing the Texans team that was what they were 7-5. Heading into this game. Now they're 7-6 because they took the L from us. This game was like one of those sluggish games for both teams because they both started off bad. Like they went scoreless the first half, both teams. You know what I mean? And like you said, that defense, they held CJ Stroud to 91 yards, no touchdowns. You know what I mean? I love that. I love that. Like hence that they lost, they key wide receiver Dell, and then they lost their second wide receiver. I forgot his name in this game. But yo, Zach Wilson played a beautiful game. And I'm like the first one, I'm gonna admit, I was like, yo, Zach Wilson's not the guy. Put in Boyle, put in Simeon, and they both shitted the bed. This guy comes back and he redeemed himself. 301 yards, 2 touchdowns, 27 for 36. You know, he did fumble twice. But yo, they played great. Brees Hall, you know, he had a good game, 10 carries, 40 yards. You know, he was targeted 9 times, 8 receptions, 86 yards on receiving, 1 touchdown. Garrett Wilson targeted 14 times, 9 reception, 108 yards. Conklin is becoming a real safety blanket for him. You know what I mean? But shout out to Randall Cobb, 1 target, 1 reception for a 15-yard touchdown. I'll take that. I was like, yo,
you think Aaron Rodgers was in his ear like, yo, Zachy boy, you better throw it to my man Cobb, man. You know what I mean?
Show my man Cobb some love. Even this kid that he went undrafted, Xavier Gibson, even he had a rushing touchdown. Like, they were clicking on all cylinders. They scored 14 points in the 3rd quarter, 16 in the 4th. Like, they came to play. And it's not like, oh, they played the Houston Texans. Nah, the Texans are a legit team. They showed it. You know, CJ Stroud has been in MVP talks. You know what I mean? So it's not like they played a scrub team. I loved it, man. I loved it all. Defense, 4 sacks. Oh, I was loving it.
We
needed this.
It was definitely a breath of fresh air. There was a lot of rumors going out there talking about how, like, you know, Zach Wilson didn't want to start for the Jets anymore, and you know what I mean? Like, yo, like, there's some crazy, like, we wouldn't be New York if we didn't have to deal with all this buchincha and drama, yo, bro. Let's keep it up, man, because there's a lot of this stuff, yo. It's always drama around these teams if they don't play well. But you know what? He was first overall pick, man. He has to be playing at that high caliber. Obviously, his 3rd time wasn't the charm at the beginning of this season when A-Rod goes down, but. I don't know what happened all of a sudden, you know, when they tried with Simeon. I mean, tried with Boyle. They tried with Simeon. Now Zach comes back. Like, what does that have to do for your mentality, man? Like, you know, and we all know he has talent. I'm just hoping he takes this and hopefully he uses it as confidence and then takes it into the rest of his games to follow at the end of the season.
Yes.
But, you know, it is good to see him do what he did because, you know, he never or very rarely did it. And to see them play that well against the Texans, it would have been a much more exciting game if they had Tank Dell, but the way the Jets played, I still think the Jets would have won. Like it just came out of nowhere, man. And it was a good thing to see. But I still think in my opinion, I think we still definitely have to see a lot more from the kid, man. You know, like I said the 4th time was the charm, and hopefully it is for him and his sake on the team. I still think that the Jets are probably going to get rid of him. I don't think he's built for this system. I think the system was built for A-Rod. I don't think, you know, they need to keep him around and just waste him. I think he needs to just go to another team, let that team build him up and see where it takes him there. You know, I don't know if that's going to help him out, like in a Jameis Winston type of thing, you know, but like, you know, but it is good to see them win, man. Yo, whenever New York wins, and that's always a plus, man. Yo, it's good to see Garrett. I know Garrett Wilson and you know Brees Hall were always loving it. You know what I mean? They got to score some touchdowns. Garrett Wilson hit over 100 yards finally, which is probably like the 2nd time this year. You know, yo, that's crazy, bro. Like, and we had him in top talks. Of like some of the illest wide receivers, man. And for him to do that. But you know, like I still think like in your opinion, what do you think they're gonna do like when A-Rod comes back? You know, like there is talks. You know, like do you think if he finishes this year strong like this, you think the Jets are gonna still keep him on as a backup if he continues to finish the year strong out, and then probably be, you know, the next hope, you know, for after when A-Rod leaves? Like what do you think they're gonna do now? Because you know, it's usually New York fans and New York organizations, they deal with emotions and they just put all their chickens in a bucket. What do you think is gonna happen?
Well, it's like you said it perfectly. This system was literally built for A-Rod. The hype coming into the season, the way he went down, the way he got set up to put in his game, you know. He had certain strides in certain games this season. This has been the best game he played all year. Despite besides the game they lost to Kansas City too. That game was a gem against Holmes. But moving forward, I think Zach will probably part ways with the organization. I agree with you 100%. I think this team, this system is probably not the team and system for him. I see him moving on somewhere else. Now, I can't sit here and like analyze every single team and see what will fit for him, but I think his time might be done after this season. I think this time might be done, and I think they might try to get somebody out of free agency or a late draft pick to get a successor to Aaron Rodgers to see who's going to continue, for the Jets, legacy going on. As much as I wanted the kid to be the guy, because I know he was a second round overall pick in the first round back when he got drafted, but it's just been a very uphill battle for the kid. He's faced a lot of criticism, a lot of controversy, whether, dating his girlfriend's mom to just playing bad on the field, to criticizing his defense, to last year people wearing Mike White jerseys, to this year. I think he just needs a smooth exit. Hopefully they don't go out that bad. They have a 0.4 chance of making the playoffs, but hopefully he rides off in the sunset smoothly so he gets picked up by another team. I don't wish the kid bad. I just don't see him as a future Jet.
Yeah. I agree. It's just, but it's a good thing. It's a good thing to see, for people to talk about. It's in my opinion, it's far too late. The train has already passed. This is the Zach Wilson that the team needed at least week 4. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt the first 3 weeks, but week 4 is when he should have been playing like this. Yes. And then, we would be talking about how they're going to be facing, all these bigger teams in the playoffs, like the Bills, because the Bills are picking up steam, like the Miami Dolphins that, that still, I feel like they're a suspect. But the AFC, the AFC got some bowlers, and they're there's high scoring teams out there, man. Oh yeah. Especially on the AFC, man. They got these fast wide receivers. So
yeah. And there's a lot of injuries going on in the AFC too, but they don't have no chance. It's like I said, 0.4 chance of making the playoffs, and they got to leapfrog over a lot of teams in the AFC. We all knew coming into this year the AFC was going to be like the toughest.
Who's the next couple of games? Let's run down the next couple of games, man.
All right, they play this Sunday coming up. They go to Miami, play the Dolphins on Sunday. Then they play the Commanders at MetLife Stadium, and then the last two games, are away against Cleveland and the Pats. Those are literally the last 4 games. So, I say they'll go 2-2 for me, 2-2.
Yeah, it's like that Miami game is going to be a good one, because if see, what have we been saying this whole time? If you can score a fucking touchdown,
yes,
it makes all the difference. Like, look at how much pressure they had on the Texans that can make a shitload of touchdowns. The dude can throw the ball in the air, but like when you're able to score and your defense is able to not make the other offense not score, yes, man, it's just easy peasy, man. Yes, that's just like, it's just a walk in the park, and that's what they need to do to the Dolphins. They got to put so much pressure, and they're gonna have to beat these guys up, Tyreek Hill and Waddle at the line, and Tua's got to feel the pressure.
And then they have that two-headed running back tandem, because Raheem and the other kid, he's back healthy. Achane, what's his name?
Arcane.
Arcane, he's back healthy too, man. So
I know, and he's scary because homie can, and he's been gone all year, and homie can run 23 miles an hour.
Ooh, he's the fastest.
Like the Dolphins have the 3 fastest people in the NFL right now.
Wow.
Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill, and Arcane can all run 20-something miles an hour. But that's a game that I'm gonna watch, because if I can see a Zach Wilson come out and play like how he did this past week and not be a flunk and a spoof and be like, oh, it was hocus pocus magic against the Texans, and he comes out and actually plays well, the defense is going to probably play even better. They got confidence now, because that's what it's all about. It's all about morale and building that shit up, man, because when you have that losing mentality, and even though you want to win, it's just going to happen. All you need sometimes is just that one win to drive you to that exit. How many teams have we seen like come there close, and Giants did it a couple times, and like they just squeaked it out, make it the wild card, boom, win the last 3-4 games, make it to the wild card, win the Super Bowl. Like I really want to see this game to see how they can slow down this explosive offense, but also score some points, because that's going to be the
Yes.
biggest factor in the game. If they can put up some points.
That is number one for the Jets. Now that you say that, I was reading up a stat early on today, but you know how they went scoreless this half too. But in the first quarter alone, the Jets they scored all year 3 field goals, 2 safeties, and 1 touchdown. So you telling me the Jets have scored 2 more safeties than touchdowns in the first quarter? Like, that is bad. That is abysmal.
Oh yeah, they did get him with a safety, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, all in total, the whole year. You know, that's their scoring in the first quarter. Three field goals, 2 safeties, and only 1 touchdown. Bro, the thing I'm looking forward to this challenge against Miami, I'm not gonna say that they're gonna beat Miami. Even though we all know Miami's like lackadaisical here and there, they gotta still touch up a lot of things. But the matchup with Tyreek Hill, even though he's a little banged up from the last game with his ankle, Waddle against the Jets' 2 cornerbacks, because the Jets have the 2 top cornerbacks. 2 of the top quarterbacks in the league, in Sauce Gardner and in Reed, because those two guys are a great tandem. So I want to see how those 4 guys are going to match up against each other. That's going to be great. And Zach needs to come out and play just like this. He needs to be this Zach Wilson against the Texans, against Miami. He has to be damn near perfect to beat Miami, to beat the 2 the Hill, Waddle, that team. He just needs to be perfect.
Well, he was damn near perfect this week, man, because he did win AFC Offensive Player of the Week, man.
Hell yeah!
That's an achievement for homie. I'm not saying that's the first and last thing he's gonna win. I hope not. But he did get it for the week. He had a great week, man. I won't take nothing away from the kid. Give him a pat on his back, but we still got more from C for you, bro, because. Obviously there's no love in this town, and we got to keep showing you more. And the more you keep improving, the more you can show us what you can give us, and keep winning some games, or at least show us that you're improving. And we know you can throw the ball. We know you can make these judgment calls. You just don't show it at the right time.
Yes.
And he doesn't show it consistently. And that's what NFL is. You have to be consistently good to be a good quarterback. You can't be, and if you can do that throughout the years, be a consistently good quarterback, that makes you a great quarterback, man.
Yes.
Like, that's what people don't understand.
Word up.
Yeah.
I agree 100%.
And just speaking about that, man, I think, like, that's going to segue into the next topic that we're going to talk about for 2 hours. All right. My fucking favorite team in the world. Ooh. All right, man. We talking about the AFC. Yo, we about to take a shot right now, Ed. So we about to take a shot. We about to take a shot right now out there. Yo, we talked about the AFC Offensive Player of the Week, right? Yo, Ed, just let me know. Just let me know who was the NFC Offensive Player of the Week, man.
Come on, none other than our guy, Tommy DeVito, Tommy Cutlets, baby. I love it.
All right. That's why I like to get the fuck over here, kid, man. Get the fuck over here, yo. You fucking yeah.
Yo,
you
have
fucking
the whole New York City doing this now.
Yo, Packers get their shine box. Yo, we got the Packers number, bro. Yo, we got the Packers number. Ever since 2007, 2000, we always faced them in the playoffs, so we always beat them.
Yo, you say 2007. I still remember that last throw Brett Favre threw as a Packer himself, threw an into straight to Corey Webster in the NFC Championship game. I love it, son.
And this shot goes out to Zach Wilson for the AFC. Yo, and Tommy DeVito for the NFC, baby. Let's get it.
My man Tommy DeVito.
Oh man, we get lit tonight, man. Look at the hat, yo. It just says "Just be lit."
I love it.
Just be lit. Shout out to my dude Mario Majesty, man. I bought it from him. But yeah, just be lit. I was like, yo, I like to be lit too.
Yeah, word. That's fire, bro. Shout out to him, man.
Giant game.
I know you feel beautiful about this, boy.
What a giant game, bro.
Yeah, you didn't know where to start. Look at you, you're so excited.
I was like, I felt like a little kid. Like, I was so excited, like, just watching the game, because, like, they played like how they're supposed to be playing.
Yes.
From, like, you know what I mean? Obviously, there was some errors. There was some shit you didn't even expect to even see, man. Just to see them play this hard, gritty, running, catching the ball, making critical judgment plays, and actually executing what they needed to do. Get open, get to the sideline, 2-minute drill. This is the New York Giants game, man. The 2-minute drill, that hard running, the defense that just like it just captivates you and just like you don't know what to do no more, man. Like, yo, Jordan Love looked like how he did in the first week of his NFL career. Like he looked like, damn, is this how it really is? Yeah, this is how it really is, man. Like, yo, that New York Giants football is unprecedented. We don't have to be the illest and the most, but we do have Kayvon Thibodeau. Right, he had 11 and a half sacks. This hasn't been done at this time since I think JPP
Strahan.
in 2014.
Yes, JPP, Strahan,
and lesser games. So right now, Thibodeau is on a trajectory to even pass JPP. You know what I mean? Strahan is the OG guard. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna bring out my Strahan jersey when it's time, ladies and gentlemen. But they played such a spectacular game. Saquon Barkley, he had some good plays. He had that crazy fumble, almost lost the game. We missed the field goal. And I really want you. I know you watched the game. I really want your criticism about this game too, because there was a lot going on. But one thing to say, Tommy DeVito, the last 3 games, he's 3-1. You know what I mean? And his starts, not too bad. His last three games. 100 plus passer rating.
Yes. Right? This past game he had a passer rating of 113.9, 81% completion percentage. Yo, 1 touchdown, no intos, 71 rushing yards. The kid is doing up. Yo, one thing is, I think we need to take a shot for this. We need to take a shot. Let's take a shot.
Trying to get me super lit. I didn't think it was gonna happen so quick. All right, let's go. We're gonna call this the drinking episode. This is what happens when all the teams win.
Because the thing is that you know when you're watching the game, you notice certain aspects, but you don't pay attention to every single detail. But I gotta take this shot. We gotta take this shot. Shout out to the Giants offensive line that held it down. No sacks on Danny DeVito this week. No sacks. The kid was sacked how many times? Like
29, I think it was 29 coming into this week.
He was sacked 15 times before this game. 15 times altogether. Him, just DeVito. Not.
Okay. Yeah. I'm thinking about the offensive line. My bad.
Yeah, the offensive line didn't allow no sacks. So shout out to the Giants offensive line, baby. Salute to y'all for holding it down, man. Salute.
Yeah, I think it's 50. It's 15 for him, 29 for the team. That means Tommy DeVito took half of the punishment in only 4 games.
I'm telling you, bro. Yo, I love the way they came out and played this game. I know everybody's riding on the Danny DeVito train, but this was a whole collective, because this is one of those games that
the Danny DeVito train. Or you following in Cash footsteps?
I've been on it, man. I was on it before. I was on it since the beginning, bro. I was like, yo, come on, I'm on it, son. Yo, he sparked something in the Giants this game that I haven't seen since Eli Manning days, bro. Like I never seen a quarterback, do something like this since Eli Manning, like win a game the way he did it. Like, come on, like he checked down. He checked that last drive. He was hitting check downs, getting what he needed until he got that beautiful dime to Wendell Robinson. You know what I mean? To lead up to Bullock hitting that 37-yard game-winning field goal. Like that's like the Book of Eli year of 2011, when Eli was coming back almost every other game, winning it in final, like you said, 2-minute drives. He's the first Giant rookie with 100 passing yards, 70 rushing yards in the game. He only had 4 incompletions the whole game. He was 17 for 21, 158 yards. The kid played beautiful, bro. Like, I'm not gonna say he's our starter from now on, but yo, he can finish off the year strong for us. We 5-8. Who knows what can happen, man?
He definitely has progressed. And I think I want to hear your opinion on this too after I give my little spiel about what I think. But I think he's definitely progressed throughout the weeks. That's always good to see with any quarterback, because that's the biggest thing you need to see with a quarterback. Can a quarterback progress? Can a quarterback make adjustments? Can a quarterback do audibles? And you know what's crazy? And I didn't think about this until I read a comment earlier about another video that I watched. You really don't see Daniel Jones make too many audibles or do any adjustments at the line. He kind of just takes whatever he's given, But Tommy DeVito, he's like, I don't know if it's confidence right now. He's just riding that train too. Hey, fuck it, just do it, boy. You know what I mean? But you got to keep doing it. Yes. You got to keep. He did it on a Monday night game, man. Because we don't really win on prime time, man. That was prime time against a prime team. Jordan Love and Christian Watson, man. These are guys that have a connection. That obviously, they're both rookies together. But they made that connection together throughout a couple of games, and they were, I think, 4-0 the Packers before they faced the Giants.
They were 4-1.
4-1. Oh, 4-1. 4-1 when they placed it. But they were destroying teams, man. Like, I didn't think the Packers was gonna beat the Chiefs.
Hell yeah.
And for them and for the Giants to play them that way, it's good to see. I see what he's doing. He's making adjustments. He's sharp. I thought he was a little bit too small, but he gets out of the pocket quick. He's like he's more, to be honest. And I don't want to take Daniel Jones' name away from him, but like I think he's like a real like Vanilla Vic, man, because he's more of his height.
Yes.
Because Michael Vick was a little bit on the shorter side for a quarterback. That's why he always used to dip and dive and duck these guys. And that's what I kind of saw a little bit of, like, the elusiveness from Tommy DeVito when he was in that. There was a lot of things that Daniel Jones wouldn't have been able to do. Like when Daniel Jones get crushed in that pocket, he has to get he's just stuck in that pocket. How often does Daniel Jones just get a lick and just be like, Tommy DeVito was like, ooh, you know what I mean? And he was just, he was like, and like,
he was popping people too. When he'll run, he'll pop the guy back too.
And he's obviously not that fast because there ain't nobody no faster than Michael Vick, man, except maybe like Lamar Jackson, man. But like, and Daniel Jones is probably quicker too. But I see him using his legs to get the first down. He's fighting for whatever he has to do for this team. And that's what we appreciate in a quarterback, making good judgment calls. One of the biggest things I saw, aside from Deontay Banks, who had a balling game, and Pinnock with the interception. But Deontay Banks, shout out to you, bro, because Deontay Banks balled his ass out that game, man. Like, he was on like shutdown mode, man. Like he's not. I don't think he had not one penalty called on him this time
at all. I loved it too, and he kind of like set up that interception for Pinnock. You know what I mean? Like he shut that side down that made it so easy for Pinnock to come in and swoop in for that. But like the thing I love about Tommy, he's, like you say, he's 3-1 in his last 4 starts, right? He's won 3 straight. One thing he said about the game that really, really latched me on to him more on the home on was that he said, it's a kid's game. I'm just trying to enjoy it. And you could see that Danny Dimes he's a more militant person. He's more stoic in the face. You don't see him like celebrate much whenever he did win or anything like that. This kid is really, like you guys said, came off from fucking school. You know what I mean? Mom, make my bed, make me some breakfast. I'm gonna go to the Giants practice facility and make this team. And look at him, he's balling, bro. You didn't tell me you didn't notice his agent on the field looking like the Tommy DeVito from Goodfellas, bro. Like,
no, it definitely felt like somebody was. I don't know, man. I don't want to get canceled. Yeah, but it looks like somebody was about to get put on a hit. If
you know what I mean?
You know what I mean? If the didn't come through correct, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm loving the vibe that this kid brings. This kid brings like new fun life. All right, let me not jump out the window like, they're gonna win Super Bowl type of talk, obviously, but it's just the vibe that he's bringing these last couple of games is just so fresh right now to see what's going on. He's hitting Wendell Robinson. He's finding Hodgson. You know what I mean? Who else? He's using Billinger.
That throw to Hodgins off on the off leg on the run, going to the end zone
for the touchdown.
And those a nice pass to Hodgins, man. That's talent, man. It took judgment. It took judgment to get him to where he needed to be to throw the ball. It took talent to get him to place it to where he needed to be, man. And and that's what we need here, man. That's all we need. We had a lot of quarterbacks that just did you know what I mean? Like, and I don't want that no more, man. I'm not, and trust me, man, when I say this, man, I've been watching Giants football way too long. It's just Tommy DeVito. I'm not saying Tommy DeVito ain't it yet, but you know what I mean? But we also know that Drew Bledsoe wasn't the story. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
and then Tom Brady came in, and then and now Daniel Jones and Tyrod Taylor, and then you know what I mean? It might be Tommy DeVito, and then with Brock Purdy, they had how many quarterbacks they had? They had Trey Lance, they had Jimmy Garoppolo. Like, they had a ton of it's just a story that you like to hear.
Yes.
And Jersey's our next door neighbors.
Yes.
Even though the Giants should be playing in New York, but whatever, we'll handle that later. They're still in New York, team suckers. All right, man. I'm getting saucy tonight, man. I'm getting saucy tonight, man.
Yeah.
But what I did see, and I want to hear a crazy stat.
I love stats.
I'm not like you, a statistician. So I like be trying to come with my shit sometimes.
Yeah, man. I love it.
Yo, fucking Saquon Barkley, right? This was his third time fumbling the ball in over 1,400 carries.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's what when he fumbled, I was like, what happened? Like, what? That was a beautiful run by him. I mean, he had a great game too. Let's not talk about Saquon. Like 20 carries, 86 yards, 2 touchdowns. He had 4 targets, 3 receptions, 15 yards. It's just that fumble. That fumble almost messed up the whole game though. When he fumbled there, I was like, please let one of the guys on the defense touch him, at least a foot or something. I was like, oh my, I was shitting bricks. I was shitting bricks. I was like, bro, please let not lose the game this way.
I almost threw my phone, bro. And I'm gonna tell you, I don't know how you felt, but I'm gonna tell you the 3 moments I almost threw my phone. All right. It was when the first one was the missed field goal.
In the first quarter.
Right? Yeah. When he missed the field goal, I was like, Jesus Christ, this fat fuck. But yeah, I appreciate you, Bullock. You made the one that meant the most. All right.
Yes.
All right, so I fuck with you, man. Yo, Drunk Sports Talk, man. We love you to death, man.
Embedded to you, baby.
Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me inebriated. All right. The second one was when the special teams, bro. Like when he botched the punt.
Oh my God, yeah.
I was like, oh my God, it's over again. And then the third one with the Saquon Barkley fumble, I was like, everything was moving against us.
Yes.
But our defense kept it intact. We kept our heads composed. The Giants had to react. This is some of the best rookie 2-minute drill that I've ever seen in a lot of football, man. Like in a lot of football. Let's be honest, man. Like, because for him to drive down and get into that range and make the kind of throws that he did, that's some real stuff. I haven't ever seen any type of relationship or connection with Daniel Jones to any of the wide receivers. But I'm seeing it every week with somebody else.
Yes.
Last week, the week before this one, it was Jalen Hyatt.
Yes.
This week it was
Wendell Robinson.
Wendell Robinson. So it's like, all right, let's keep it going. He's seeing good looks. He's seeing when people get open, like Bellinger. So now I'm wondering, like, is the game too fast for Daniel Jones, man? Like, yo, Ed, I need to know your take, man, because you're gonna take this mic away from me before I throw my head off. I'm gonna take my shirt off and go crazy in the living room, man. I need to know.
Yo, I
need to know. I need to know. I need to know. I need to let me tell me. I'm sorry for cutting you off.
No, it's all right. It's all right, baby.
If Tommy DeVito finishes this year off strong like he's been playing, right, for the last 3 weeks, and especially as strong as he did this past week, and continues to play that strong and keep improving throughout the year. We got two hard games coming against the Eagles. We got the Saints and the Rams. Like, do you think there's gonna be a lot of talk? Do you think eventually, if he continues to play so well as he's been doing, he can edge out Daniel Jones?
Listen, we spoke about this a couple of times on the show and on the thread. You said something key to me. Now that you asked this question, you sent something key to us on the thread today that I'm going to jump out the window and say, if we finish off the season strong with DeVito should fucking start. Pardon my language. You sent us in the thread. Daniel Jones is not only a bust, he's statistically one of the worst QBs since 2010. And some of you can't deny that it's clear as day that the Yankees handed $40 million to a bust. This man in 59 career starts versus all the QBs since 2010 has a winning percentage of 0.37. Yeah, versus that's 40th. Touchdowns, he's 3.3%, which is 41. His passing touchdowns per game is 1.03. That's 39th. He's 12th in intos. Yards, he's 35th. and his passing success rate is 42.8, which is 41st. Like, come on now. And they gave this guy $40 million. They gave him $40 million over the success of last season. So this kid, he's showing a different poise. Like I said, I haven't seen since Eli Manning, that he let the game come to him. He was ready. He let the game come to him, and he made the best of it in crucial moments. Hence the 2007 season, and hence the 2011 season. Eli took what everybody gave him in the league, and he won both of those Super Bowls. I'm not saying Tommy gonna win the Super Bowl next year, but I love this kid right now. I love what he's bringing to the table. The fans are hyped. You know what I mean? It's just. I love that. I got to reiterate. I love the atmosphere of the Giants right now. So I feel like, yeah, fuck it. Move on with this kid. You know, I know Cash will probably be on. No, you crazy. He'll disagree. And, all respect to Cash. But I feel like,
fuck him.
But I feel like the Giants could probably make a trade and get a pick or get somebody else, get an offensive lineman, trade Daniel Jones to a team that needs a quarterback, or use him as a starter, as a backup, whatever. We could get something in return for DJ. Maybe I'm going crazy. Maybe other Giants fans are gonna be like, "What the hell is At Television talking about?" Maybe even you, Q. But I'm just on the bandwagon. I'm on the Tommy Cutlets bandwagon right now, man. Start that kid for the rest of the year and next year.
I'll keep it a buck, man. I don't think they're gonna do that, but and I'll give you a couple of reasons.
Wishful thinking.
But like, you know, if he was our last bet, I would actually go into next year feeling a little bit more optimistic. The only reason I know is because I don't know how the business goes, but I know how the NFL works, man. Yes. I know how they don't give out these contracts for no reason. Yeah. They don't trade players for no reason. So I know he's definitely going to be our backup quarterback, but I'm pretty sure and Mara's eyes and Tish's eyes and Dable's eyes and you know what I mean? Like, they're like, this is our contingency plan, fellas. Like, you know, he has to stay with us at this point.
You're absolutely right.
And think about the improvements that he's made in the last 3 weeks under Dable. And I didn't see this happen with Daniel Jones. We seen him win games, but I never really seen him improve. He came in with the same game style, with the same play style, same decision making, same adjustments, same everything. It was always the same thing with Daniel Jones, just the same talent, but it never really improved for us. Just because we keep winning games, is that really because of how well Daniel Jones played? That's what a lot of people need to understand. You know, like in Tommy DeVito's hands, like he's actually improved. I've seen him improve. He's actually taking in guidance. He's actually listening. Yes. He's actually, and not only is he listening and taking it, he's also putting it into his game. He's actually, you know what I mean? He's putting it into the world. He's like, yo, all right, this is what I need to do. This is what they told me to do. And you know how quick you have to be like, oh man, this is what I remember what they told me to do in this situation. Boom, this is what I do. Yes. You know, like, and that's a key thing that a lot of these teams look in quarterbacks. But like I said, I'm not jumping over the bridge yet.
I am. I'm there.
No, but like it's good to see that. And the only other reason, and the second reason why I say they don't start him, is because of the contract. You know, that $40 million is too crazy. You know, and it is a player, but we're following the trend of players that were drafted by Gettleman, if I'm not mistaken. He was drafted by Gettleman. So, you know, we're following the trend of letting these guys go, you know, and I kind of would like to keep Adoree Jackson.
You like Adoree?
I do like Adoree Jackson, man. He's like, I feel like he's a guy who can really, I don't care if he's texting all his old buddies and shit like, yeah, you still at that fuck ass department, bro, man. I don't care. Yeah, right. Well, they paying your checks, right? Shut up.
Word up. But, well said.
You know what I mean? I'm one of those guys that, you know, like, that like to see that that transition to becoming better. But like, and I feel like Daniel Jones with this season, you know, obviously we couldn't see nothing from him, and he started off horribly. We had a horrible offensive line, but let's be honest, throughout the season, did we really improve? You know what I mean? Because Tyrod Taylor kept getting sacked.
Yes, I mean, he got hurt bad.
So to be honest, man, like, Tommy Cutler's got the worst of it.
Yeah. He got whacked a couple of games, but yo,
he got sacked like 16 times. Yeah. Daniel Jones was probably maybe like 10. I think Tyrod was like another like of those 9. You know what I mean? Like, that's a lot of fucking sacks, man. Hell yeah. but if they do let go of him, they're gonna have to do it after next year because at $40 million, he has to start. But I guarantee you, they're gonna coach him up. By next season, Tommy DeVito should be so prepped for what he has in store for him that if he comes in not ready,
He's gone.
Whenever it's time to be caught, and be out really beaming, then at that point, it was just all a Jeremy Lin thing. It was just DeVito insanity. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And that's what we gotta take it for because it always comes in stride with these guys. It happened with Nick Foles. So we get, it can happen with many other teams.
You're right.
But I do feel like they're not gonna let go of him. But if they do, that'll be a bold ass move. That's a drunk Quest move. That's a drunk Q move on my fantasy. Like I'm dropping Daniel Jones and I'm picking up DeVito. Fuck it. You know what I mean?
I love it, man. I agree with you 100% on your take. I feel like that'd be the only thing to hold the Giants to make any moves. Obviously, like you just said, ain't nobody gonna give a guy $4 million and just have him sit down. Wasting that 40 million rather. That's why I say that, all right. Worst comes to worst, he starts next year. DJ starts, Danny Dimes starts next year. And if he shits the bed, I think DeVito took the job and they could probably make a move for Danny. There's going to be teams next year that if my scenario comes into fruition, there's going to be teams next year that's going to be desperate for a guy like Daniel Jones. I mean, he could probably fit on their team. You know what I mean? And if Tommy plays great next year, that's it. It's going to be his job. I feel like it's going to be his job because this kid is, I'm going to say it again, he looks very poised. He looks very calm. He's very confident, and like DJ doesn't show that to me a lot. How many seasons DJ's been the quarterback for the Giants? Like, you know what I mean? Like 5 years already. Is this fifth year?
Yeah, this is fifth. This is fourth year, I think. If I'm not mistaken.
Fifth year.
If I'm wrong. Yeah.
Fourth, fifth year. He hasn't showed that to me. Last year he showed a little bit. His first season as a rookie, he showed it. But in between that, he's been shitting the bed, yo. He's been shitting the bed like crazy. And the Giants don't need that. The Giants need a guy with confidence, the same swagger of the city. This kid's a Jersey kid, so he fits in perfectly with us. That's why I love him, man. I give a thumbs up. I give my thumb. As a matter of fact, I give whatever you call this. I give this up to Tommy DeVito, man. Let's get it.
That's the Coos. That's the Coos, man. You know what I mean? That TikTok, that Coos, man. I love that. I love that Italian food, man. Yes. You know what I mean? Like, who doesn't like a chicken palm or panella vodka? You know what I mean? Like, that's that shit, man.
Well, I'm telling you, man. Shout out to the Giants, though. That was a great fucking win, man.
They squeaked it out. That felt like a game that was like playoff mentality. Like it was playoff, like, oh, dog, like, you know what I mean? Like, do or die, like dog eat dog. Like it was like a warfare. And obviously we came out the victor, but for the Packers to come there, like they were on such a hot streak, man.
Yes, man.
Yo, Jordan Love. And I always and I think me and Cash always talk about this, man. Like, because I don't hate the Packers, but like I hate their luck because they always get great quarterbacks. And Jordan Love is going to be a great quarterback.
Yes,
he's going to be a great quarterback. They had it with Brett. Like, how do you have a great quarterback? Not a good quarterback. How do you have a great quarterback for like 40 years?
Yo, they've been having quarterbacks for decades. Like even when Brett was the starter, his backup, some of the guys that backed him up that never saw the light of day as a Packer became great quarterbacks in the league. Aaron Brooks, Mark Brunell, Matt Hasselbeck, Aaron Rodgers.
Hasselbeck, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what I mean? All these guys that backed up on Brett became great quarterbacks. And then Aaron was the only one that got lucky that broke the mold. And Brett was old and they send him somewhere else. And Aaron, you saw what Aaron did. And then you keep Aaron for all these years. Off the top, I don't know a lot of backups Aaron had. But Jordan Love was like the number one guy, and look, he's playing to it.
Well, Jordan Love was under Aaron Rodgers for 2 years.
If I'm
not mistaken.
Yeah, and they were very big. They were very big on Jordan Love, and I see why. And then they didn't want to make the same mistake they made with Favre, so they kind of pushed Aaron out the way. But he's been balling, man. 4-1 coming into this game, but he got his ass whooped when it came to us today.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
yeah.
Well, I want to say he got his ass whooped because
what did he throw for? 97 yards?
no, he threw for 218 yards.
218 yards. He threw for 200.
He was 25 for 39, 218.
I'm thinking about CJ Stroud. See, I'm getting a little lit, guys. I'm getting a little lit. Talking about the Giants. I'm giving them CJ Stroud numbers.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
It happens, baby. It happens. That's John Sports. Right? It's like you say, we ain't John Sports talks for nothing.
But like, in your opinion, man, how do you see this locker room when they're winning now, man? Like, because we got a lot of games going, and we're gonna get to the rest of the Giants schedule before we end the segment, because obviously we gotta dump into some other talks, man. We don't only just talk football on this show, man. All right, but like it wasn't only just the offense that we had. Jordan Love made a lot of the mistakes because of the defense. We had the penalty interception. We had the forced fumble on Jordan Love.
Yes.
We had, and then he made two. He hasn't had an interception or fumble in any of his, like, I think 4 or 5 games.
Yep.
Last 4 or 5 games.
And Pinnock said, "Give me that." I love it, man. I love it. 2 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, 1 interception. It's like I said, they held him to 218. You know what I mean? Even AJ Dillon was killing the last couple of weeks. They only held him to 53 rushing yards. I love it, man. What rushing yards or receiving yards, whatever. But the test for the Giants, and especially for the defense and DeVito, is these next 4 games coming up. Because these 4 games is playoff implications for the Giants. They still there. They 12th in the NFC. They still there. They need a leapfrog. They need a little bit of a horseshoe up their butt. But
I don't want to cut you off, Ed, but like you said,
I know you hate
because
this talk.
No, because you said it was 0.4% for the Jets to make it, right?
Yeah, and it's the same thing for the Giants.
You must have read my mind. I was like, I didn't know about that for the Jets. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. They both 5-8 too. Go figure that both New York teams are 5-8. They come off this weekend. They both got a 0.4 chance. I mean, all right. It's like we always do. Let's run down who they play. Right, this weekend, this Sunday they play the Saints at New Orleans. The Saints are 6-7. They rocky. They've been rocky all year. So I feel like depends on what Giants team we get. If we come in there early, we could probably squeeze an L in there. You know what I mean? After that is we flying to Philadelphia. That is the biggest test of the season for the Giants. To end the year. And then we go where LA comes to us, the Rams comes to us to Giant Life Stadium, and then we end the season against the Eagles. So the Eagles, even though they lost their last they lost their last 2, or they won one. They like in between. They won one.
No,
they
won
right?
They won one loss. Yeah, they won one loss.
All right. So maybe the last week of the season they'll probably like rest their starters, but they'll probably fuck us over because they'll probably want a higher seed too. Because right now they sit in in the 5th seed right now.
They're fighting for the Cowboys.
Yeah, exactly. And right now, if the NFL season ended and the playoffs started, the Eagles with their records, they're 10-3. They in 5th place right now in the NFC at 10-3.
Easy.
Yeah, that's crazy. 5th place at 10-3. Yo, so I don't know, man. I'm just hoping the Giants. Let's take it 1 week at a time. Any given Sunday, like you mentioned the Willie Beeman reference. Let's see how we go into New Orleans and play New Orleans. If we go there, I feel like they're gonna go confident against the Eagles. I'm not gonna say they're gonna beat them, but at least they got some confidence. Because it's like you said a couple weeks ago. I'm sick and tired of the Eagles always having a goddamn number. We need to go up in there in Philly and kick their fucking ass, yo. Tired of it.
I'm tired of it, bro. I'm gonna applaud you, Ed, man. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Fucking somebody on my side. I'm tired of these fucking Eagles, bro. I don't hate Philadelphia.
Me either.
I just don't like the team.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. Anybody asks me, yo, what's the team you hate the most? I say, yo, if it's not the Boston Red Sox, it's the goddamn Eagles. It's the goddamn Eagles. Why you hate the Eagles? I'm like, they always kick our ass, bro. Always kick our ass.
Man. They got our number, man.
Yo.
Like, it's just. But I do, what's crazy, man? I think let's calculate this, man. Let's write this down. Yo, Ed, let's write this down, man. Right. You statistician guy, man. Let's write this down. So my prediction is, I think you're saying I think your prediction was the same. I think we beat the Saints.
Mm-hmm.
I think we beat the Eagles at home.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Ooh, let's go.
I can still think. I still think, and I'm holding on. People might call me crazy, but we can. If we're playing ball like the way we're playing ball, ladies and gentlemen, we can still beat the Rams. We're gonna beat the Rams, even though Cooper Kupp had a monstrous game last week.
Yeah, he did.
Cooper Kupp had a monstrous game. Man, like they couldn't even cover that guy, but he didn't get hit by anybody from the Giants team. All right, so that's another thing to play into.
True that.
And we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose the last game at home.
All right, so
the Eagles.
All right, so if that's it, then we'll be okay. You kind of have the same ideal as me. So then we'll be 6, 7, 8. We'll be 8 and 9. So we both predicting that the Giants can end the season 8 and 9.
I think you said the other way though. I think you said you're going to win at home and we'll lose away, right?
Yeah. I think we'll lose at Philly, but we'll probably win the last game of the season. I think we're going to win at Philly. Ooh, I would love that. I don't want to get my hopes up because I really hate.
I think we're going to win at Philly, man. This Philadelphia team has been getting exposed.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? This Philadelphia team has been getting exposed, man. Like AJ Brown called Gilmore, old.
Oh shit!
Shut him down. Yeah, there was a quote that came out, man. He called Gilmore old and the Cowboys. He was like,
"Oh damn! Oh
AJ Brown got shut down that game. Man.
Oh man,
like, Eagles couldn't do anything. Thank God I even still won on my fantasy because I think Jalen Hurts gave me like 6 points. Like he gave me like nothing.
I got Jalen Hurts on my fantasy and one of my fantasy teams too. He only gave me 8 points, 8.8, something like that. I'm like, damn, I lost by 2 points because of him.
I still creaked it out, man. I'm 11-2 in my fantasy, but I'm still doing good. But damn, man, like see, these teams are getting exposed, and to be honest, in my opinion, even though as much as I love the Giants, the top dogs, even though we played them, I think we played the 49ers. No, we didn't play the 49ers this year yet.
Mm-hmm. We didn't play him at all. Yeah, we didn't play him. This is one of the first. We did.
Oh, yeah, we did. We got eyes busted, right?
Week 3, 30-12.
Yeah, 30-12, man. Look at that. We did better than at least. Yeah, they dusted the brakes with us and stuff, but we still didn't even have a quarterback at that point.
Yeah, true that. We
didn't even know what was going on. Like we were still see the Giants. You see what the Giants do to everybody else. Like when they get a quarterback and they're able to score points, this defense is made for a defense to scare the shit out of you.
Yes.
And look what happened to CJ Stroud. Like we've done this in so many runs of our life. Now I'm not saying this is gonna happen this year, but I'm gonna say this is what needs to happen moving forward, man. Mm-hmm. Like this needs to happen moving forward. As an organization, they need to understand this type of gameplay that we have and these strides.
Yeah.
And shoot me if I'm wrong, man. But this is what needs to happen this is that culture. When the Giants reach that culture moment of oh shit, they're playing culture, Giants football. Get out their way.
That's the word. That is the perfect word I was looking for when I was trying to sum up. Tommy DeVito's performance these last couple of weeks is the culture. He's changing the culture. This team looks happy again. You can see how the internal beef between Don and Dable kind of helped. You don't see the defensive guys beefing no more, coming out like McKinney a couple of weeks ago. McKinney just lashed out and said what he said. You can see a different kind of camaraderie, and that's what they need. Once you build that culture, it's up from there, man. It's uphill from there. That's just how I feel.
No, I agree, man. I totally agree, man. But this Sunday is gonna be a good game against the Saints. I'll be ready with my little pistachios and my little cookies and my little chips and maybe a couple of beers. Who knows what's gonna happen, man? With Q, you never just know how.
Word up. Shit, I've been watching a lot of the Giants games this year. Mad peculiar because I work on Sundays. Some of the games at 1:00, so I'm over here on my work computer, attending to the people at my job and coming back and watching the game.
Said peculiar,
yo. Even Monday's game, I worked the afternoon shift. I was watching the game on the work computer that Monday. Even one of the tenants in my building stood there and we watched the game-winning field goal together. We're like,
yeah. Yo, and shout out to Cash. He couldn't make it, man. But damn, Cash, I love you, bro. Yo, it's not the same without you, bro. But
word up.
Me and Eggo hold it down. You best
believe.
Word up. We were all texting during the game. He was like, "Yo, guys, don't text me. Don't text me no information.
Yeah,
I don't
word.
have. Yo, I'm like, I can't afford TiVo, bro. I can't afford playbacks. I'm like, if I don't watch the shit live, I just miss it.
Word up.
Like dead ass, bro. Like,
word up, yo. Or if not,
man.
if I miss it, I just miss it. I just watch whatever retake on YouTube. Well, yo, Kaz, this is for you, man. Salute.
Yo, word up. Salute, bro. Yo, word. Talking about cash, man. We're gonna talk a little bit about, obviously, this ain't a drunk sports talk episode. We don't talk about no Knicks, right?
Let's go.
Always gotta talk about basketball, right? We don't talk about basketball going crazy, man.
Yep.
This is when I guess we're gonna end this segment a little bit more depressing. Unfortunately, you know, man, it's a lot of things that's happening with the Knicks that we don't want to see happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
unfortunately, man, shit.
You know, like we did see Jalen Brunson go down. It was an ankle injury, but he played the next game.
Yes,
played a hell of a game. The next game too.
Balled out.
Balled out. But that led me to worry if like it's like he got the injury from like garbage business. So now it's leading me down a path of like, again, is Thibodeau like playing these guys to like crazy again? Is he like, you know, I don't want him to like ruin our whole team. And I don't want him to get these guys, you know, all riled up and playing garbage minutes when they know they're gonna play and the game and the loss is gonna mean nothing.
Yeah, you're right.
But the biggest blow, and Ed, you know, I want you to take on this right now, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we lost Mitchell Robinson for probably the next 2 months that they're saying at least. And we signed Taj Gibson, but like
big sign,
you know,
like that.
Like, yeah, you know, and how do you think we're gonna perform throughout the next 2 months and even throughout the rest of the season? Like, what kind of moves you think we need to make? Because there's a lot of questions in the air for the Knicks, man. Like, there's always a million questions in the air, like who we should trade, who we need to get. You know, we got till February 8th. We got a lot of players. We got Fournier quickly. You know what I mean? You know, Mitchell Robinson. You know, we need big guys. You know, like what do you think? What do you think needs to happen, man? Like, let me know, because like I'm now like I was so hyped with the Giants, and now like I don't know how I'm emotionally disturbed now.
Yeah,
like
man.
now I'm just sad.
Yeah, you're right. Losing Mitch, you know, we're gonna have our guy in the middle, right smack dab in the middle, holding it down. We're gonna lose him for 2 months. That's a big blow for the Knicks, man. You know what I mean? You know how the Knicks gonna survive. Hence, they won the first game without him. You know, the first game he was out. But how are they gonna survive? You know how the Knicks are gonna show that balance that they believe they could keep on winning without him.
Yeah, you frozen there, by the way.
I am. I knew it.
Yeah.
Shit. Damn, I'm super frozen, right? My shit froze completely. Fuck. Damn.
Yeah, it would. You know, sometimes our internet connections get a little drunk.
Yeah, no.
So
I don't know, man. Well, you know, should I continue or should I see if I'm free?
Yeah, continue, man. Tell me what you got, man.
All right, fuck it. If I'm frozen, as long as I don't look stupid frozen, but
nah, man, nah. You actually look pretty good.
All right,
it's a good screenshot. I'm not gonna front, bro. I'm gonna use that shit as a meme.
All right, bet. Let's get it. But
yeah.
like I was saying, this is a big blow to the Knicks. You know, we lost him to a left ankle injury. He's gonna have to get surgery. You know, he's gonna be reevaluated in the next 8 to 10 weeks. You know, like I was saying, we lost our big man in the middle in 21 games this season. He's averaged 10.3 rebounds per game. He's averaged the most offensive rebounds per game with 5.3 and 5.0 defensive rebounds per game.
Oh my God!
So you know what I mean? He's been holding it down all year.
And that's who we're losing.
Exactly. And he's been holding it down all season. You know, Hartenstein has been playing great. He's a great backup, but he doesn't provide the same kind of rebounding, that same kind of defensive prowess that you know the Blackness Monster has for us. You know what I mean? Now, the thing is that are the Knicks going to lean more on their depth? Obviously, they got to, or should they make a move now? Like that's the thing I'm thinking about. Like, hence they beat the Raptors on Sunday. You know, 136 to 130. You know, and the Knicks shot 60% from the field, 58% from 3-pointer, 65% from free throw. They even out-rebounded. Them. Oh, I'm back like cook crack, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
They out-rebounded the Raptors, but that's the thing I'm gonna ask you, Q. Now I'm gonna shut my ass up a little bit because I'm emotional. Like this is the thing I did not want to happen. The Knicks, getting an injury this big. What do you feel like they should do? Should they lean more on their depth or should they make a move now?
Man, you know what? We all knew it was coming, right?
Oh man,
like we all knew it was coming. Let's keep it a buck, man. We'll take a shot after this shit because I'm gonna take a shout out to I got a shout out to fucking Mitchell Robinson's knees and shit. He's always hurting something.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, and I remember if you guys remember what I said, just trade him. We gotta get rid of this guy. I don't want to sound like a foul asshole, but when the guy's putting up dope ass numbers, but is consistently hurt, he's not gonna be able to consistently put up those numbers.
Yeah,
all right. It's just plain math, right? We need somebody who's gonna be out there on the court. I don't need them to be out there, obviously, 82 games, but I would like you to be there at least, at least 65, 70 of them. With Mitchell Robinson, it's always like he's there for like 40 of them. And then we always have to figure out where the other 35 fit in or 30, whatever, plus some odd games come from. We got to move players from the G League. And we got to put people on the practice squad, G League. Then, coming off the bench and we just signed. Now we have to sign somebody. That's not a good movement, man. We need to make a dominant force, and we have to stand our ground, and we need players that are able to stand their ground. Just imagine our push in the 94 when the Knicks did in the 90s. Imagine Patrick Ewing sitting on a bench.
Well, he did. Remember the 99 title run.
Yeah, but that's it though. But I'm talking about in the early 90s. The early 90s. Imagine Ewing always on the bench in the early 90s. What are we doing? What are we doing here? We're not doing nothing.
I agree.
You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that I'm comparing Mitchell Robinson to Patrick Ewing. To talent, obviously, we all know who's greater of the two. But Mitchell Robinson has been a dominant force on this team. We see his stats. He's rebounding like a maniac. He's leading in almost every rebounding stat ever. It's crazy. He was on the trajectory of probably breaking records. But we and as foul as it seems, but we need somebody who could be more consistent.
Yes.
We need people who could be more consistent. We need this is why I was arguing for Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid is more impactful because even if he sits down, we're not scoring. We have scores. But when Mitchell Robinson is sitting down, we're still getting points. But when he's still standing there, we're still not getting no points.
Exactly.
Unless it's from other people. At least with Joel Embiid, he has points. We're getting points on and off the floor with Joel Embiid, regardless. And that's something that a lot of people need to understand. And it's a bad place that we're headed right now with this next team because now they're starting to realize what can happen. What has been happening because it's been a consistent thing, with Mitchell Robinson getting hurt every year. And I don't want to be the dickhead to say it. And I'm pretty sure this, I'm pretty sure the GMs and this is about business. You guys want to bring, do they really want to be the team that just keeps bringing in money and not win the championship? No, one, that this doesn't even sound right. You want to keep making fans pay for this $250 fucking ticket to sit in an okay seat, spend another $150, and then you're gonna watch a team that gets hurt or whatever, and then when they play an elite team, they get blown out. Because we can't, even with Mitchell Robinson, we couldn't even beat the Celtics. Even with Mitchell Robinson, we couldn't even beat the Bucks. What the hell are we gonna do without him?
The Suns, we couldn't beat the Suns, and the Suns didn't have KD nor Beal. It was crazy.
And that was crazy, and that came down to the fucking line wire, bro.
It's insane, bro.
They need Dolan and team. They need to understand. And fucking what's this guy's name, man?
Leon Rose.
Yeah, Leon Rose, man, and fucking even
World Wild West.
Yeah, World Wild West. These guys need to get on this shit, man. I'm a little getting tipsy right now because now I'm getting that when I talk about my Knicks, man, I'm upset.
I feel you.
Because they need to step their shit up and figure out what the hell is going on with this team. Is it either the coach because he's playing his players too fast, or why is he playing certain players at the end of the game? And in general, we're still not capable of beating elite teams.
Yeah,
And
top dogs.
the top dogs, like on both ends. We're not going to
Mm-hmm.
be able to beat the Lakers like this. We're not going to
Mm-hmm.
beat the Nuggets like this. We're not going to beat the Celtics like this. We're not going to beat the Bucks like this. Like, how do you expect us to get to the finals with the team that we have if we keep having the same team that we have? They
Yes.
need to understand that moves need to be made. Stop dealing with your emotions. Like,
Mm-hmm.
this is why I like football. Players just get fucking cut. Even in
Yes.
baseball, yo, bro, you're being traded over here. Like, yo,
Boom,
I don't know what
that's
to
it.
tell you. That's
Mhm.
it. You know, but football is more emotional. Oh, like, yo, stop being a diva, bro. Just go over there. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah,
Like, I don't
word
know
up.
what to tell you. Like, you just
Word up.
didn't work out for us. Like, you might work out in a better team. Like,
You're
come
right.
on, man. Like,
You're right. You're
like,
right.
this is what players need to understand, and this is what New York fans need to understand. I watched their games. I love what they did against the Raptors, but we're playing from behind too. Like, we shot so well, and we still almost lost that game against a bum ass Raptors team.
Mm-hmm.
Like, who they had? Siakam.
Yo, Siakam. Yo, they were
like
falling against us though. I was like, what? Their weakest point of their game as a team for the Raptors is their 3-point, and they were making threes all goddamn night on us.
yo, bro, they're dead ass last.
Yo,
3 points.
Exactly. Yo, they made Ananube a fucking superstar from 3 that night. And I was like, yo, this is the kid that they talking about trading for. Get this guy. If he's gonna shoot like this, like it was insane, bro. Like, you know, my thing that they did that I understood it now in retrospect. I just didn't like it in the beginning that they started Sims over Hartenstein. But I get it. I Heart plays better off the bench with the second unit. So you know what I mean? Talking about second unit and starting, I love that they finally started Vincenzo, but he shit at the bed this past game. Him and Sims combined, the two new starters, they combined for 5 points. While Grimes finally got into the goddamn groove. We wanted him to get the whole damn season. He was dialed in, bro. He was playing downhill. He was cutting to the basket the same way he did last year. The man he had 19 points, 7 for 11, 5 for 7 from 3. You know what I mean? Shout out to Josh Hart too. He's the dog. He's the dog pound of our team. You know, coming off the bench, 16 points, 6 for 8, 3 for 3 from 3, 7 rebounds, 8 assists. You know what I mean? Julius Randle, dominant game. He's been playing dominant.
Having great.
He started slow. We've been killing him, but he's been so dominant lately. He was killing who's guarding him? OG, right? He was killing OG. He always kills OG, yo. The last couple of guys that have been defending him, he's really going at them. Like he had 34, 8, and 5. RJ had a great game, 27. Brunson Burner, 21. You know, 9 assists. You know, quickly didn't play, you know, because he had a right knee inflammation. But you know, everybody who needed to step up stepped up, bro. I love the Taj Gibson signing only because Taj knows how to play under the Thibodeau system, so he could probably keep on coaching, you know, Sims or Hartenstein, you know, or even he could get some minutes over Sims. I'm more confident. People might call me crazy, but I'm more confident if we have a Taj Gibson playing over a Sims because Taj is a much more better rebounder, and he could get, you know, a couple of buckets. He could get you 5 to 8 points, maybe 10 on a good night. You know, Sims can't do that. Sims could get you 8 rebounds, you know, could get you like two alley-oop dunks. But moving forward, it's like you said, we need somebody that's going to hold us down in the middle because Mitch is a fucking big loss. Big loss. Like, with that being said, I got a question. I'm going to reiterate the question. Who do you think, or I'm going to reconstruct the question. Who do you think the Knicks should try to get if, you know, if they need a trade now? Like, I've been hearing a lot of trade movers still about DeRozan, Cat, Spider, LaMelo. We already spoke about that. But there's one guy that I saw that they threw their name in the ring recently, and that's Kyle Kuzma. And he's balling out in Washington. Hence, they whack as hell. But you know what I mean?
What was like Kuzma, man?
Yeah, I always like Kuzma too, and he comes from a woman winning. He's bumming it right now with a WAC team. Now, I won't say he's bumming it. He's having fun playing on a WAC team, but he came from a winning culture. People forget he wasn't that bad on the Lakers. He won the championship for the Lakers.
Yeah, he was doing all right with the Lakers too.
You know what I mean? So, you know, people be like, oh, he's not a superstar. But it's like, yeah, we need a superstar. I feel like we got a couple of superstars that people don't want to see it because I feel like Brunson, Burner, Randall, and RJ RJ's still working his way up to the superstar. The way Randall's dominating this year, I feel like he's playing like a superstar. Another all-star bid I see for Randall. I see a first-time all-star bid from Brunson this year. I still feel like we do need that one guy that's going to take us to contender level, to championship. But why not add like a guy like Kuzma? You never know. Just throwing it out there, just throwing little scenarios out there.
No, and I think that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think in my personal opinion, I don't think RJ Barrett's gonna ever reach like superstar podium. I don't think Julius Randle's gonna ever reach that. You know what I mean? I think all-star is all he's gonna ever get. I think Jalen Brunson, he's on his path to superstar. You know what I mean? And he's not even there yet neither. But look how he's been balling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he's shooting from the 40, I think 45% from the field. Like he didn't even take a break. Like he just came off hot from last season. He came into this season just
he was injured. And he still played with that messed up ankle.
Excuse me, man. You see, I even do the show a little sick. I do the show. This is how much I love this shit.
That's what you're talking about, baby.
Yo, a little Tito's helping out. But RJ Barrett, I feel like he's reached his ceiling. You know, I see what I like to see him doing, what he should have been doing probably 2 years ago.
Okay.
You know, now he's driving to the basket a lot more. We never saw that from him that much. Now he's actually using his other hand. We didn't see that from that much. He's improved on his free throw shooting.
Yes, crucial. He's improved in the shot. He's improving the shot all around, and he's not settling for his shot. He's actually, if he sees his shot's not going down, he's going to the rim. He's going to the rim. That's what we needed RJ to do. If your shot not going down, go to the rim. Do what you do best.
Yeah, and that's what we need. So we gotta understand, like when we lose our bench, we're gonna lose our bench, like for whatever we get. And right. I don't want to do it for a Kuzma or Zach LaVine. I would do it for Spider.
For Spider.
Or Embiid.
I'll do it for Embiid. I'll do it for a couple. I'll do it for Giannis, but I know Giannis ain't going nowhere. Right now, for a while, they were saying like in the trade rumors, the guys that most likely might get traded for the Knicks if they ever do plan to make a move this year. Hold on, let me get the correct grouping of guys.
I'm crying, bro. Look at me.
Oh, but it's because you're coughing. That's why.
I'm coughing like crazy, bro. I'm sorry. I apologize to the fans, and I thought I was gonna be able to do this one, but I'm a little under the weather, and I got a cough. Homie's fat and got asthma, but I still gotta do the show. Show must continue.
Hey, if that proves anything, that just proves that we just got a lot of heart and dedication, doing the show, man. Because even if we're sick, we're still on. But the teams are eyeing, a lot of teams are eyeing Emmanuel quickly, right? So the Knicks may package quickly Grimes and Fournier in future trades. So that's what they're talking about right now. Okay. So I wouldn't want to lose quickly, but if it's gonna bring us somebody that's big game, big name, that's gonna take us over the hump to win the fucking championship that we desire, fucking pull the trigger, man. As much as I don't want to see him go, pull the fucking trigger.
Oh, so you're talking about like a 3-4 team trade.
Exactly. Like I haven't seen those in years, like a 4-team trade in years. But if we gotta do that, it's been like 2000 and something, like 2007.
Well, we still have a long time. We got till February, I think, like 5th or something like that.
That's crazy.
We have a long time, but we need a big man. Like Mitchell Robinson would have been perfect if he was healthy, but he's not. Like Quentin Grimes coming off the bench, that's clutch because we're gonna lose quickly. We're gonna lose quickly. He's gonna want probably like anywhere from like the area of like he's probably gonna want 20 mil a season, like 20 mil a season. So he's probably gonna want like 4 years, 120 million.
Yeah, because that's what he was asking for. The Knicks offered him 15 mil for the extension, and he wanted 20. So that's why like their contract extensions, it ended up in a stalemate. Like it said, I'm reading here right now. It says the Knicks and Quickly couldn't agree on a deal due to a disagreement over its structure. One offer to Quickly had a non-fully guaranteed contract with a team option, and there were no incentives discussed in the negotiations. So it's like, damn, this guy's been our sixth man the last couple of years, and you guys don't want to like, give him the bag, bro. Like he's been holding it down. Like he's been one of the best guys off the bench the whole in any team. He's a starter on any team. I would love for him to be like our Ginobili, like what Ginobili was for the Spurs organization. But these guys, I know they want the bag.
He's gonna be like the next like Tyrese Maxey, I think.
I mean, and they went to college together. They were teammates, roommates.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he's like Maxey, man. Like he's gonna be. I see them play. They have the same game style. Like they have the floaters.
Yes,
I think quickly shoots the 3-ball better.
Mm-hmm.
But Tyrese Maxey's starting, so he has the game ball intuition. Quickly was never given that opportunity to do that. So we don't know if he's even able to do that, and he's never going to be able to do that under Brunson.
Yeah, you're right. Maxey just got blessed because Harden got traded away. So now he's showing what he got. The only way quickly could do so, and I don't want to throw no salt. I don't want to jinx nothing because we already lost Mitch. The only way Quick could start and show his worth more to the Knicks is like say Brunson JB goes down for a handful of games and then quickly starts. Then quickly be like, you know what?
We're gonna knock on wood right now because we don't need that to happen. Bro, I almost fainted when I saw him go down for that with the ankle. I was like, oh Jesus, we're dead, man. And then a couple days later, Mitchell Robinson. I'm like, all right, so it's like, all right, so what we're gonna do with these Knicks? We're gonna still watch them for the rest of the year? Like, what the fuck's gonna go on? We need to make moves. I see they're being like real strategic. They're playing like almost like the Mets right now. Like the Mets are grabbing and like like they're being real strategic with their money. Yes. Because they have a lot of money. Because in baseball, Steve Cohen has a ton of money.
Oh, I don't even call him. I call him Uncle Billy.
Yeah, whatever. And we're not talking baseball today, but like that's who I'm comparing them to. And the Knicks have a ton of money. We got enough money to sign 2 super maxes. Like we structured ourselves. We have a ton of picks. We structured ourselves so well, which I haven't seen happen in so long. So the way we're playing right now, if people don't want to come play with us, they're bugging. Like if Julius Randle's been balling,
bro. He's bugging out his mind right now.
Yo, Jalen Brunson, balling always. He didn't even stop.
Yo,
RJ Barrett reached his ceiling, in my opinion. RJ Barrett reached his ceiling. We need a big dude, and we need somebody to replace RJ Barrett. We need a DeMar Rosen. We need a Kuzma. If we get Spider, that's gonna be ridiculous. If we have a Spider, we could just deal with big dudes who don't need to score at that point.
You're right, y'all.
We just need people to just give us rebounds.
Oh my God. You imagine a Knicks team with Brunson and Spider, RJ and Randall, and if we keep Mitch, that's one hell of a starting 5. Like, whoa, man, that just gives me chills just thinking about that, man. That would be great. Yeah. But this month especially, I've been saying this for a while. This month is gonna
yo, run it down because I know you've been saying it for a long time. Every time I was like, yo, just calm down, bro. You put me in a dark room every time you say this.
I'm sorry. Sometimes I gotta shut up because sometimes I just think too ahead.
Just give it. All right, just give it to the listeners, man. All like they really need to know. We're in a fucked up place for this whole month.
Well, the Knicks right now, they're 13-9. They sit in 6th in the East, 3rd in the Atlantic. This month is gonna be a hell of a difficult month for them, schedule wise, because the rest of the games they play the Jazz next at Utah. Without Mitch, that's going to be a tough test because the Jazz got Kessler and they got Larry Marketing, and both of the guys are like 7 foot tall.
Yo,
so bro, you know what I mean.
Marketing can shoot.
Exactly. And Marketing is a small forward at 7 feet. Like, like what the hell are they doing? Then we play the Suns. Wait, first of all, the next 5 games on the road, right? So they play the Jazz, they play the Suns, they play the Clippers, Lakers, and Nets. So those are 5 tough away games because none of those teams are scrubs. People would want to throw in the towel in the Nets, but the Nets are a pretty decent team with the team that they got now. No big superstar like we do, but they're still a great team. Then to finish it off, we get the next 2 at home after the Nets game, which is the Bucks again and the Bucks again. We play the Bucks back to back at home.
Man, on a Saturday, we do that against the Heat?
Monday. Yeah.
We did that against the Heat, right?
Yeah. And then we finish the month of December with 3 young teams that are great this year in the Thunder, the Magic, and the Pacers all the way. So this is going to be a very difficult. This is the month that the Knicks got to prove what are we going to do? What
Oh my
Knicks team
God.
are we? Who are we?
This is oh man. That's
Yeah, it's a rough December,
that's
bro.
that's a great point. And I think
Mhm.
we're probably gonna end it on that too, man, because like what are we? Like, yo,
Mhm.
this Knicks team in December is gonna have to show us what they are. Like, they're playing these young teams, they're playing these teams that are already established with their players and their main guys. And to be honest, I feel like we're still kind of rebuilding and fitting into places because we
Yes.
always have we always have to fill in the pieces somehow.
Yes. And it's gonna be a test. You know, we always talk about this team right now. It feels like the 90s Knicks. And I don't even feel like the 90s Knicks had a tough schedule like this in one whole month. I mean, hence the in season kind of fucked up the scheduling in the whole NBA. But to play the Bucks
Yeah.
back to back and then to play three of the finest young teams right now in the NBA and the Thunder, I think they're sitting in second in the West.
Yeah, they are.
The Magic are sitting third in the East, and the
Gilchrist
Pacers
is
are
killing this
top.
shit.
You know what I mean? The Magic are sitting third in the East, and I think the Pacers are what? The Pacers are sitting. Let me get the correct standings.
I think the Pacers
Pa-
like fifth, right?
the Pacers are fifth, bro. The Magic
No.
are second.
Yep.
Second. OKC. So to finish off the season like that, Bucks back to back, and then those three fine young teams, that's gonna be this is the month that the Knicks gonna prove like, yo, we here
Are we
or
ready? Yeah.
it's like, are we here? We
I'll
ready?
get us
Or
out of here. Yeah.
yeah, all right. Yo, no, my fault. I'm just saying, like, this is the month that's gonna prove to us Knicks fans, the Knicks in general, are we here or we just throwing in the towel because we don't got Mitch no more? You know what I mean? I doubt they're gonna throw in the towel because we're a very prideful organization, very prideful team. But this is the month that we got to prove what the fuck is going. Who the fuck are
And I think we could do it, man. I think we could do it with Hardenstein is a baller, bro. You know what I mean? He could definitely get rebounds. If all we need to do is just score points. All we need to do is protect the rebounds.
we?
If we can do that with Sims, Taj Gibson, and Sims
Mhm.
be on the bench, and Taj Gibson and you know what I mean, Hardenstein, then we're done, man. Yo,
Yeah.
finito, like this Ipso, man. Like, and that's what needs to happen, ladies and gentlemen. All right.
Word
All
up.
right,
We
we
love our
spoke.
Knicks though.
That's it, man. Yo, the Knicks need to do some shit, man, because they're in trouble. They're in a lot of fucking trouble, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys don't think they are, they are. We're about to relive our story all over again
All over again.
from like the mid 90s to the early 2000s to the late 90s to like the late 2019s.
But
It's just a revolving door with these guys. We need to make sure we have an established team, an established role, and have some established points because that's what we need.
word up, yo. With that being said, let's get up on out of here, Q.
Let's do it.
Let's
Take us
get
out.
up, yo. All right, this shot right here. This shot is to all our Drunk Sports Talk supporters. And shout out to our man Cash who had to miss this episode. You know what I mean? Because he had to take care of family business on his own. And this episode also goes out to all our haters. And with that being said, for everybody throwing shots at DST, you only get half a bar. SMD, baby. Salute.
Word up.
Ooh. Peace.
Peace.